Hey, welcome. So, today we're going to tackle a huge goal for so many investors, and that's making that big leap from five figures into a much more substantial portfolio. But here's the thing, the key isn't some crazy risky jump. Nope, it's actually a construction project. Let's dive in and see how you can literally build your own financial bridge. So, this is the big question, isn't it? You've managed to hit that 10,000-pound milestone, which, by the way, is amazing. But now the path to 25,000 can feel like you're just staring across this massive, intimidating chasm. It's a really common place to get stuck, but I promise you, that gap is absolutely crossable.
Okay, so before we can start building anything, we have to survey the land, right? And that means we need to get real about where we're starting from. This isn't just about a number in an account. It's about the whole psychological and emotional space of standing at the edge of that first cliff.
Just picture it for a second. You're standing right there. You've worked really hard to get to that 10 grand, but now you're on the edge of this cliff, looking way over to the other side. And it's just so easy to feel completely paralyzed, totally unsure of what the next step should even be. And, you know, standing on this 10K cliff, you're definitely not alone. You're surrounded by this storm of noise. You've got stock symbols blinking at you that you don't fully get. You've got these scary news headlines shouting opposite things. And of course, those dreaded, constant red arrows pointing down, down, down. It all just creates this feeling of pure chaos that breeds fear and makes you hesitate. All right, enough about the scary cliff. Let's get to the good stuff, the solution. We are not going to try and leap across this chasm. We are going to build. And every single strong bridge needs a solid blueprint. For us, that blueprint rests on three foundational pillars. And listen, this part is absolutely crucial. The journey to 25 grand is not about finding that one hot stock or some secret magic formula. It's about methodically, piece by piece, putting a reliable structure in place. It's about building something that is going to last, not just for this one journey, but for your entire financial future. So, here they are. These are the three non-negotiable supports for your bridge. Number one, conviction. Number two, reinvestment. And number three, mindset. Let's break down exactly what each of these really means and how you can make them stronger. Our first pillar, conviction, is your bedrock. It's that deep down, unwavering belief in why you invested in something in the first place. You know, it's the difference between buying a stock because you got a hot tip versus owning a piece of a company you genuinely believe is going to thrive for the next decade. When the markets get choppy and all those red arrows start flashing, conviction is the anchor that stops you from panic selling. It's the strength you get from knowing you did your homework and you actually trust your long-term plan. Next up, reinvestment. I want you to think of this one as the engine that just relentlessly powers you across the bridge. It means every single dividend, every little bit of profit doesn't get spent. No, it gets put right back to work buying more assets for you. You set it up so it happens automatically. This is what creates that magical snowball effect we call compound growth, turning your portfolio into something way bigger over time, pretty much on autopilot. And finally, our third pillar, mindset. This is your psychological armor. It's the ability to just zoom out and see the big picture, your final destination, instead of getting totally lost in all the scary day-to-day noise. It's all about choosing patience over panic and focusing only on the things you can actually control. This mindset is what keeps you calmly walking forward on that bridge you so carefully built. So what happens when these three pillars are actually firm and in place? Well, the whole journey transforms. You're not stuck on the cliff's edge anymore. You are actively and confidently crossing the bridge that you built yourself. I mean, this is the heart of the change right here. You go from the total chaos and confusion of the 10,000-pound cliff to a state of clarity and purpose on the other side. The journey itself actually transforms you from a hesitant investor into a confident one. And what was that confident path even look like? Well, it's solid. It's paved with the very returns that are building your wealth. It's held up strong by your conviction, your reinvestment habit, and your mindset. The whole path is lit up by progress, by those green upward arrows. And your view is no longer down at your feet in fear. It's focused forward, looking towards your goals. Okay, as we wrap this up, it is so important to remember that this isn't just some abstract idea. This is your personal blueprint. This is your project to build. So, the most important point is this simple but powerful command.
It's an active statement. It's something you do, not something you just wish for. You have the tools and you have the blueprint.
And honestly, that's the biggest takeaway from all of this. Forget all the get-rich-quick schemes. True, sustainable financial growth comes from building a reliable, principled structure that can handle the inevitable ups and downs of the market.
So I'm going to leave you with this question to really think about. As you stand there on your own 10K cliff looking out, which of those three pillars, conviction, reinvestment, or mindset, is the very first one you need to start working on today? Your answer? Well, that's the first step to building your bridge.